Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm sharing with you a simple and inexpensive way to make bath salts. You can find the entire recipe, including links to each of the products on my Patreon, which is listed in the description box below. I'm going to begin by preparing my phase 1 ingredients. I first added dendritic salt to a small to medium sized bowl. I like dendritic salt because of its absorptive capacity. A relatively small amount is a great addition to bath salt blends. Because of its unique chemical structure, dendritic salt binds to fragrance and essential oils, keeping the fragrance stronger and for longer. It requires less pigment and reduces clumping. I will also be adding polysorbate 80 to my dendritic salt. Polysorbate 80 is a non-ionic surfactant and emulsifier. It helps the oils in your bath salts mix into the water rather than pooling at the top, which can create an oil slick. For my fragrance oil, I chose to use pink Sangria. This fragrance is complete with notes of Spanish sangria, Valencia orange, and tropical pineapple slices, garnished with a sweet maraschino cherry on top. This fragrance is absolutely heavenly. I was supposed to add my grapeseed oil at this step, but I forgot. So I will show you how I mix that into phase 2. Once all of my phase 1 ingredients are weighed and combined, I use a spatula to blend them with one another. I want to make sure that my fragrance oil and polysorbate 80 is absorbed well into my dendritic salt. Now I'm going to set these ingredients aside while I prepare phase 2. The first ingredient for my phase 2 ingredients is fine sea salt. I used a lot of finely ground salts to help this bath mix dissolve easier in bath water. Next, I add some Epsom salt to my recipe. Epsom salt is widely used to help with sore muscles, so I thought it would be a good addition to this recipe. The next salt I added is Mediterranean sea salt. This salt helps to deeply cleanse pores as it's a natural cleanser, and it also soothes and softens irritated skin. Now I'll be adding pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt has trace amounts of magnesium. Magnesium has been identified as being beneficial to skin by helping with redness and irritation. The last salt I'll be adding is pure Dead Sea mineral salt. This salt is uniquely high in mineral composition, including magnesium, potassium, calcium bromide, and sulfur. Dead Sea mineral salt cleanses, exfoliates, and softens skin, which is perfect for this bath salt. I decided to add a small amount of powdered milk. Milk contains a lactic acid, which will help gently exfoliate skin, leaving it with a much smoother texture and easing symptoms of dry, rough skin. Now that all of my phase 2 ingredients have been added, I'm going to thoroughly mix them together and break up any chunks. Once my phase 2 ingredients are mixed well, I'm going to add my phase 1 ingredients to my phase 2 ingredients and continue to mix them together. As I mentioned earlier, I should have added my grapeseed oil in phase 1, but I forgot, so I'm adding it now. I'm using grapeseed oil as my carrier oil. This helps dilute any fragrance or essential oils so they can be safely carried to the skin. Once all of my ingredients are mixed, I'm going to prepare them to dry. I'm using a large cookie sheet with freezer paper so that I have enough room to lay a thin layer of my salts. This is going to help them dry thoroughly. I leave them in a well-ventilated, cool, and sanitized area for at least 48 hours. I also give them a good stir a few times during the drying process to help prevent clumping. After 48 hours or until my bath salts are dry, I prepare to jar them. I just used a spatula that I had on hand, but you can use a spoon to easily scoop the salts into your container. Once your salts are jarred, they are ready to use. Be creative, design a beautiful label to highlight these wonderful smelling bath salts. I like to design my labels using Canva. The options are endless and they really help highlight any project. So thank you all again for watching. If you're interested in making bath salts, I hope this video was able to provide you with some information and hopefully motivate you to get started. Please give me a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified about future videos. Also, if you want this recipe with step-by-step instructions, please join our community on Patreon where you can access this recipe plus others that I've already posted. For those of you who are already members of my Patreon, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. I love having a community of other makers where we can share, ask, and answer questions. And hopefully we can all grow together. So until next time, bye guys.